And we're live.
We're live! It's week 14, Mike. Just 2 more of these after this one, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long season, but it's been an interesting one. I'll tell you that for sure.
Cheers to the quarterfinals.
Hey, cheers to your quarterfinals. Those of you guys that did not make it, and those of you guys that did make it.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, we got something to play for.
Who, us?
Yeah, full court trophy.
Oh, yes, but we get 2 bye weeks. I didn't even realize this, that you get 2 weeks off when you don't make the playoffs. We don't play this week because there's only 4 of us. So it's been a while since I've been here, you know. You don't remember the losses. But anyways, wildcard week witnessed Piani and Matt conquer their opponents, ultimately gaining a playoff berth in this 2020 season. So shout out to those 2 guys. Unfortunately for them, both of them are playing the incumbent division champions, respectively. Matt's playing Devin, while Dave is playing Piani. So that's not easy for them, but just to get in has to feel great. And unfortunately, it feels bad for Jesse and Danny both. Danny, I think, kind of got blown out. Jesse, that was a close L.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf did not show up when he needed it. They only combined for 27, which Justin Jefferson combined for 27 on his own. So that tells you the struggles that Danny was going to go through. And you know what? It didn't come through for Danny. I think Piani was a deserved winner. Derrick Henry didn't even show up. Some of his big time players didn't even show up, but he got points when he needed them.
The golf pickup was good.
Huge pickup.
Justin Jefferson's been a phenom for him the whole year. Aguilar, obviously an ad. And Eric Ebron was an ad. You know, Piani, I think, struggled at tight end most of the year. And, he didn't struggle at quarterback that much. I mean, Tom Brady's been great, but Tom Brady was going to bye this week. So, Danny didn't have Michael Thomas this whole year. And then he does come through for him here with 19.5. But the Bears didn't show up. Austin Hooper, not that great of a game. And like you said, DK Metcalf, man, and Russell Wilson, you expect at least 40 out of them combined, right? If you want to win this game. But look at his bench. It's not like he missed. He didn't miss. Danny didn't miss on the bench. You know?
Well, we be real here. I mean, like, this sucks, the Curtis Samuel COVID situation. But they're on bye week, I'm saying.
They're on bye. The week 13 bye hit Danny hard. Leonard Fournette, the Panthers, Carolina, it sucks. Yeah. It sucks. Piani's not going to.
You think he would have won with them? You think he would have won if he had them in there? I don't think.
He
starts with these 3 receivers.
Do I think Leonard Fournette outscores Boston Scott's 0.9? Sure. Do I think it's enough to beat Piani? Probably not. I don't think he was destined to win this game. But you don't start your season looking at week 13 and expecting the bye week. You know what I mean, to affect you. I mean, look at Nate. He would have lost Mike Davis, or I imagine Christian McCaffrey back by now if he was playing, but he would have lost them. I would have lost Mike Evans. I mean, there was players that were in a poor situation that were trying to make trades to get through this. Shout out to Downs for taking advantage and, trading away depth for starters where players needed to move. But if you go over to Jesse's matchup, what a start. How do you go from starting at quarterback, a guy who put up 0 points for you, or like it was terrible. He had a terrible game, Derek Carr, in 1 week, and then he goes off for 34 for him, or 31, excuse me. Like, that's incredible to have the balls to start him, in my opinion. I was shocked by that. He needed 19 out of Zeke to get the win here, mathematically, and that just didn't happen. He was on the end zone, too. He was in the end zone on the 1, got stuffed 3 times. It hurts. It hurts for Jesse. But to be honest, like, Jesse shouldn't be here. Jesse shouldn't even have this chance with all the injuries he had this year. It just wasn't his year. But the fact that he made it here and persevered and played in this game and showed up and put up over 100 points, shout out to him.
Yeah, and I will say that starting Derek Carr I think that was the easy decision. Against the Jets, you would think that he was going to have a great game.
I know, but he had a horrible game against. He just played. Who was it? Minnesota.
Tom Brady did too. Tom Brady had like negative points against the Rams. The next week he drops 36. So it's like these quarterbacks that have been playing for a while, like, they're going to bounce back. They have to bounce back, and I think he's really happy that he made the right start at quarterback. Now that's where it starts, and then it's just.
Well, Lutz got hurt.
It's tough. Yeah. Oh, Lutz got hurt. Is that what happened?
He missed a field goal.
And he didn't get hurt.
He did no. I mean, he missed a field goal and like wobbled off it. I think it was like a tweak injury.
Ooh.
I don't know how severe it is. Or maybe he played it off like Randy Bullock in the beginning of the year. I don't know, but I'm just saying this was a close one. It was a battle.
It was.
I took both Danny and Matt. You took Danny and Jesse. So, you know, we had picked our favorites here in these matchups, and fortunately, it didn't go the way for some of these guys. But hey, that's all right. You know, you missed out. Jesse's feeling okay. He won the draft day jersey. That's $200 in his pocket. He played for free.
That was exactly what I was just about to say. Yeah. I mean, you literally got to play for free this year, so he's got to be feeling fine. And then going back to this matchup, I think you would think that the Seattle Seahawks would just roll over the Giants, but they actually ended up losing this game.
I know.
And that's what ended up losing Danny's.
Couple upsets. Shout out Washington. Shout out Washington stopping the undefeated Steelers, giving them their first round. That was crazy. Yeah, the NFL. It's a weird season, man. It's COVID.
It is
weird.
And that's a division that's up for grabs. Like, I think the Cowboys, had they won,
oh, I know,
potential. I mean, like, it's weird. It's so weird. This is a weird season.
I don't think it matters who wins that division. They're not going to win anything, but
I think it. I mean, well, anything can happen in the playoffs. You make the playoffs if you're hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know.
Any given Sunday, but I'm just saying, like, the Cowboys don't hang division banners.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't.
So I don't think they care. Like, if they make the win.
Yeah, I will say the playoffs has to do a lot about pickups. I think that's all it comes down to is how good are you at picking up players. And I think Piani showed that he's better than Danny because Jared Goff was a pickup, Jamal Williams was a pickup, Chase Claypool was a waiver ad, Eric Ebron was a waiver ad, Nelson Aguilar was not starting for him, ever. And so these were just all pickups and ended up getting them the win. I mean, he's not like he was holding on to these players all year.
I'm not gonna give him credit to that's the reason why. Sure, Danny doesn't really add that much during the year, anyways. But I don't think he only put up 100 points here, man. This is garbage. My team would have beat him this week if I played in this playoff game. I would have beat him.
Well, yeah.
I think he kind of got lucky, to be honest. Blankenship's a pickup too.
He got hit by the bye. He got hit by the bye, and Josh Jacobs was out. So it's like, he made the right pick.
He lost Tom Brady. That's his bye because he's not. Antonio Brown's not like that.
All right, fine. But Josh Jacobs was injured as well. So we got to give him that. The fact
why didn't he get the backup to Josh Jacobs then? If he's that good of at picking up, I don't think he's that great at adding. I think he's okay. Danny's like the lowest of the low at adding, and then Piani's like middle of the pack, in my opinion. Like I don't think he's not up there with Mikey. You're trying to make it sound like it's Mikey making ads. He picked up a guy who put a 5.6. That's not a great pickup.
He picked up a guy who put 0.9 up. Like
I agree. I agree with you saying he's better than Danny. Sure. I'll give you that. He's better than Danny.
You just have to beat who's in front of you.
You're right. Every week you just got to beat who's in front of you. You don't have to be the highest scorer. We don't pay out for that. You're right.
Well, make better pickups than the person in front of you too. You gotta make better pickups than the person that you're playing.
I'm busting. You think Piani's gonna take the same routine here and make some ads and beat Dave?
Well, I think he's hoping that Josh Jacobs is healthy. I think we'll talk about that right now. But I think he's hoping that Josh Jacobs is healthy. That's his number one key. If Josh Jacobs is healthy, we're talking a whole different game here. But
I don't think if he's healthy or not healthy. What's he putting up for him? 15 at the most? Who's Oakland playing?
Better than Jamal Williams. I mean, this is
LA. Who's Las Vegas playing?
Shootouts right here. Minnesota, Tampa Bay could be a shootout, and you can see Tom Brady putting up 30 to 40 if he's very, very lucky. 25 to 30.
We don't have to get in the predictions. What I'm saying is, I don't think that makes a difference in somebody winning a championship is making ads. Like, I don't think that. I think it's a combination of ads, draft, and trades. I think it's a combination. I don't think it's all ads.
I think it's a lot of ads. I think it's a huge percentage of who you're picking up, who's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jamal Williams.
The year that I got to the. No, I know, but I'm saying it's about who you're picking up in general. Like in playoffs, is about who you're picking up. It's about getting those players that are hot and that have good matchups. Because let's look at the history. In my division, and when I went to the playoffs, I picked up Giovanni Bernard, who just went off for a couple of weeks for me. And then Matt ended up picking up Deion Lewis, who dropped like 35 on me in the final and ended up winning. We go to Mikey, who picked up D'Angelo Williams. That's his name, D'Angelo Williams.
Damian Williams, and that was early in the season. That was. I mean, it wasn't early. It was like week 7 or 8.
That was in the playoffs. That was in the playoffs. That was in the playoffs.
He found an RB2 before the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever, Mikey can tell us that. But I'm just saying, why don't we get in an argument where we try to determine what matters most in fantasy? First, if we go back a couple of years and you watch his, these episodes, you said luck. You said luck is the number one factor in fantasy.
100%. 100%.
Okay, so luck's the number one factor, and then making ads, which is not luck based at all. That's putting in work. So how does that factor in with luck?
If you want to break it down percentage wise,
clearly I'd love to hear it. You're the math guy. Tell me. Yes, please.
I would say it's 55% luck, right? 55% luck. No matter whatever team you got.
And I would give you that. I would agree.
You're in the playoffs. I would say it's about 55, maybe 60% luck.
Yes. Health, matchup, sure.
Majority.
Yeah.
Majority is luck, right? Second thing I would say is it's about 25% having a good team. Because if you have a really good team, you have a higher chance of winning. It's just because luck or not, if you have a good team, these players are going to put up good points.
A la Dave.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave is a really good team. Favored to win.
He also has a lot of good luck, and he's got a lot of good luck.
Yes. He would agree. The matchup against Xavier, that was pretty lucky, getting that out of Tyreek Hill. Absolutely.
Yeah. I would say 15% is about who you're picking up. So that puts us at 95%. I would say 5% of it has to do with who you start. Make sure you're making the right starts.
Right decisions.
But again, making the right starts is decision making. That's also factored in the luck, which is a weird thing, because you make the right starts. Like this guy's playing the Jets, this guy's playing against the Steelers. This guy's obviously going to have a better game because he's playing against the Jets, and this guy's playing the 11-0 Steelers. But you end up having the guy that plays against Steelers end up going off. The guy's playing the Jets only drop like 4 or 5 for you. So it's like that has to do with luck too. So, but that's why I'm only giving that 5%. But that's how I would break it down personally.
That's how you would personally break it down.
Yeah, that's how I'd break it down. I would say the majority of it.
And that's your strategy.
You can't have a strategy when there's luck involved. It's like, okay, this week I'm going to be lucky. This next week I'm not going to be lucky. Like there's no strategy.
Mikey came on this and said he has a strategy, and it's worked out, and he's went to back-to-back finals. At least in football.
What? Of picking up good players? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like, yes, he drafts. He gets a nice nucleus. He doesn't really trade. He makes ads, and he makes the right starts. And it usually results in him winning, and that's why he's 7-5 on the year. But, no, I feel you. I just wanted to get that on tape and get this out here for maybe the rest of GMs to argue about or maybe talk about. I love it. Yeah. But, I mean, there's really no point to do a power rankings, right? I mean, we know who's at 1. It's Dave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it goes down. I mean, you know who you are. It's basically based on seeding now. It's kind of funny because last week we had Danny and Jesse at 9 and 10, and guess what? They didn't win. So,
right.
Maybe these power rankings do matter.
Yeah.
But I guess last week, in terms of getting it right, Mike, you went from getting 7 in a row. I mean, 7 right out of 7, which is amazing, to getting 0 out of 2. Which gives me a lead over you, 50-49. So I'll take advantage while I can. But I guess we can look at these waivers real quick. If you want to go to transactions and ads, I don't think there was that much. At least I don't recall. I didn't make any ads this week. I got to go to ads. Yep. Where's the dollars? Here we go. Scroll down a little bit. $5. Boston Scott. This is old.
Yeah, this is old.
Nobody made any ads.
Yeah, no one.
I'm okay. Well, that's easy. Quick video here. Let's keep it rolling. You want to roll in these predictions? I mean, you're ready on this. You're ready on this first week.
Tyler, the waiver wire
hasn't cleared yet. Yeah, because of the Tuesday matchup.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So we'll find
That's all right. That's okay.
Yeah.
We get this. You're looking at us. Is that us right there? Oh, the consolation bracket with the buys. That's me.
Yeah, we got buys.
All right. Let's feature this one. I definitely think this is big. Dave is our number 1 seed for a reason. I think he's averaged the most on the year, or damn near top 2 in points scored. And Taysom Hill has looked real for him. He's projected at 9 and 3 on the year to beat Piani at 6 and 6. Projected pretty heavy here if you look down. 109 Piani has to 121. So incredible. I don't know how you don't roll with Dave here. The firepower on that side. Who's that? Is that Deontay Johnson? He's been getting a lot of work. Deontay Johnson's been getting a lot of work for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a Deontay Johnson here.
Oh, up there in the flex, Pittsburgh on the left. Yep.
Oh,
getting a lot of work. Getting a lot of work for Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Shout out Darren Waller. Put almost 50 points last week. He had like 40 something.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. You wish it was this week though, but yeah.
Oh sure, yeah. You don't want to see that, but look at Deontay Johnson. Kind of nice, right?
Yeah, amazing. 23.
He was available at one point. Matt picked him up, made a trade him to his brother. AJ Brown was involved in this trade. If you call back,
yeah.
Can you make a case for Piani winning this week? Derrick Henry puts up 50.
I mean, if Josh Jacobs plays, let's find out real quick. He's questionable. Didn't practice Wednesday. Pessimistic.
Not gonna play.
Yeah.
If he played though, what does that give him? 15?
More than Jamal Williams. I mean,
more than Jamal Williams. I agree.
The thing about Josh Jacobs is he's had so many big games. Like
he's had two big games.
29. Yeah, 35.
Three big games. And he is playing the Jets. You're right. This could be a 30-point affair. You're right. I hear you. Let me calm down.
No. He played that was last week.
Oh,
he's playing Indianapolis. So
that's
maybe
a tough
not.
beat.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Beat.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's going to come down to his receivers and his quarterback, Tom Brady, and his receivers. I mean, if they can go off, then he has a chance. This has to be a shootout for him, though. If Minnesota Tampa Bay is any less than like 55 combined points, he's screwed. I think there's no
win here. Okay.
Yeah, if it has to be
he needs a big game out of Claypool. I mean, he's asking a lot here. While on the other side here, Dave's just expecting Tyreek's putting up at least 20. Oh, he'll be fine. He's gonna play.
Illness, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see with Julio here.
If he doesn't even have those guys, it's fine.
Is it though? Who's the receivers? Higgins. Yeah, he's fine. Deontay Johnson.
Move Deontay Johnson up. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about that left side. That left side looks strong, doesn't it? I mean, he has what's Darren Waller in the league? Number 2, number 3 tight end.
Oh, he's got to be number 1 after the last 2 weeks.
Number 2.
Number 2 still. Travis Kelce. 47.
47, bro. Yeah, you would love to see that 200 yards. Wow, you'd love to see that this week. I agree with you. I'm taking Dave here. There's no way you don't. He's moving to the semis. He's going to go to the finals, as Hannigan nicely put it. Can we just give Dave the trophy already, and I'll take second place? You know what I mean? Like, let's just move forward here. This is Dave's year.
You think so? Younghoe Koo over under 10 points.
Over. Shout him out.
All right, over under 15.
Against your Chargers, they're probably going to score touchdowns. Probably under. I think he gets 2 field goals and like 4 extra points.
Yeah. That means you're telling me that the Falcons will score 35 points on the Chargers
easily. You can't watch Chargers games anymore. Why has Anthony Lynn not been fired? I'm amazed. I love that guy. I don't want him to get fired. I don't.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like if you fire him. Every time he loses, we're getting a better draft pick. That's one way you gotta look at it. If you fire him, who you're bringing in? You're bringing in someone that's gonna be there for a couple of games. And is it really worth it? But at the same time, you can't get blown out 45-0.
No, you gotta lose better than that. Yeah,
you have to. You have to lose better. You have to lose better.
The team quit on you.
Yeah, Atlanta got rid of Dan Quinn. Like if Atlanta's getting rid of Dan Quinn, you guys need to get rid of. Yeah, rightfully so. Get rid of. Anyways, let's not talk about Chargers. They suck.
I know. I don't want to talk about the Bears. You're good. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I just change the subject.
I'm not trying to.
You're not wearing the hat. Please change the subject.
I know you're wearing the hat. No, but who are you taking here?
What are we saying here? I gotta take David. This guy's won 9 in a row or 8 in a row.
No, it's 9. It's 9.
Piani's won 3 in a row. This is one of those that you'd be like, I wouldn't be surprised if Piani.
I'm not saying Piani's 10% to win this game. It's higher than that. I don't want to. Piani, don't get me wrong here. You have a shot. You know what you're going against. He knows he's going to put up a lot of points. You're going to need a big game out of Derrick Henry. It starts there. It starts there at 12 o'clock against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, if you don't get a big game out of him, you get a 4.9 out of him. Like, I'm sorry, dude.
And Tom Brady's got to be Tom Brady. He's got to drop 30 for you, man. If Tom Brady drops 30, he's got a chance.
Tom's got to pitch
maybe twice to Antonio Brown. Maybe 1 or 2 times to Antonio Brown. Maybe a touchdown to him.
Let's jump to the opportunity here. Absolutely. Let's jump to the second seed. Let's go to Devin's game against Matt. Matt is 6-6 on the year. Projected to lose this game close, if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked, against Devin, who is 8-4 on the year, the winner of the Mamba. Was it 24 division? No, was it Mamba 8? I don't remember the divisions, dude. Bad. You don't look this up. Wait, whatever. You won one of the divisions. You know you won it. Very close one here. This one, I'm not so sure that Devin can just snatch this one and win. Honestly. Gaskin has looked good for the Miami. He's all in that Miami backfield, thin up. Shout out Matt, his opponent. But Matt has, like Dave, has a lot of firepower. We could see a brother Super Bowl. It could happen.
It's possible.
Probable, I would say. Ryan Downs would tell me, hold your tongue. That's what he would say.
I gotta read this Joe Mixon news. Is it anything good here? Won't return to practice this week. Yikes, man. Joe Mixon, what happened?
That's not good for me in my Yahoo league. What do you mean? He's not gonna play?
No. He's still not playing, bro.
Oh, that's not good.
This guy hasn't played in so many weeks. Is he really that hurt?
Shout out Xavier. He knew what he was doing with that trade.
7 weeks?
I bet Devin wants Nick Chubb right now, doesn't he? I bet Devin would really like Nick Chubb right now.
Oh, he would love Nick Chubb right now. Man.
Who are you rolling with here?
I got to go with Matt. I like Matt's team.
Me too, bro. I'm sorry, Devin. I mean, we thought it was your year, man. We thought it was your year. But Matt has too much firepower like his brother. And I'm in unison here with you. We're taking him. You want to flip over to, this is a fun one, Mikey's game. Mikey's.
One second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say something. Would you start the Dolphins defense against Kansas City?
Hell no.
I have this scary shout that I think the Dolphins will beat Kansas City this week. I have a good feeling. I would put money on that.
You would put money on that. You would gamble on that. I wonder what the odds are.
I think the Dolphins will beat Kansas City this week. I really do. But I wouldn't start Dolphins defense against Pat Mahomes. This is hilarious, though. Look at it. Dolphins defense, Pat Mahomes right here.
Oh, we had a little inner matchup. Who is he? He has no other defense, right? Does he have
no, he needs to pick one up. He probably has one on the waiver. He's probably putting money down. He's got.
Hold on, go to his bench. You see Dan Bailey on his bench? That's real. That's real. It's real. Oh my God, Matt. Yeah, you definitely win this game, bro. He's definitely winning this game.
Yeah, dude.
I on the TV going Super Bowl. It's guaranteed. This guy knows.
Yeah, so true. Hey, is Antonio Gibson being a doubt? Like, he's not playing this week, by the way. Is that
a big hurt to him? Yeah, definitely. But you know what? Yeah. Matt has 3 running backs again after trading one away. He traded away Jonathan Taylor and Antonio Gibson. He's fine.
Yeah, I know.
he had running back depth. He'll be okay.
All right. He drafted 4 in a row. Anyways, let's go to the next guy.
Mikey, 7-5, favored to beat Ryan Downs, who's also 7-5. The
4-game win streak.
Yeah, shout him out.
2-game losing streak.
Lost to me on his way to the playoffs. Jonnu Smith hopefully comes back and plays for him. He's been kind of quiet as of late. Mark Andrews has been tearing it up. Do you see my boy last week coming through for when it doesn't matter? Hollywood Brown, 2 games in a row.
Can I one up you?
Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton, 2 games
in a row.
Yeah,
dude, I picked up T.Y. in my Yahoo league.
Going off.
I picked up T.Y. in my Yahoo league. I have Phillip Rivers. I'm trying to double dip.
Dude, T.Y. is going off. The same way Hollywood Brown's going off. When it does not matter.
When it doesn't matter. Too funny. But this matchup, I mean, this is going to be a battle. This was going to be a high-scoring affair. Let's set the stage here. Murray versus Allen, 2 young quarterbacks. Pittsburgh's a tough matchup. Giants, their defense is pretty good. They've been playing guys hard. Murray had a struggling last week, too. He took an L. McKissick is a PPR stud. Aaron Jones is an RB1, as we know. Eckler, RB1. Robinson, questionable. Is that real? 17 points. I like that projection they got for him. RB1, Robinson. If we go down the lineup here, it's pretty even, right?
I don't think it's even.
You edge out Downs?
Oh yeah, I think Downs is gonna
has a better squad.
Yeah, for sure. Look at him, player for player. He's got 2 number 1s, running backs.
Yep.
three amazing receivers. 1, 2, 3 amazing receivers.
Thielen's a monster.
I mean, Lockett doesn't score a touchdown against the Jets. There's no way. And then if John Smith plays, he has a I would say even tight end. I would say Mark Andrews is gonna outscore him. But Robert Tonyan, you have to start him. You have to start Robert Tonyan.
Who else does he have? I'd start Michael Pittman, right?
Yeah, I mean against Las Vegas, right?
I'd start Michael Pittman. I don't know what he picked up Singletary again. He picked up his draft pick. I love it.
This guy's been going off, bro.
Oh, for Buffalo? How do you start him though?
This is so annoying. Yeah, no, Gabriel Davis, dude, has been going off.
Yeah, couple touchdown games. Yeah, I think he has to make another move at flex. You know, Mikey feels strong with double tight end, channeling his inner Herman. I'm gonna roll Mikey here, bro. 2-game skid.
You're crazy.
2-game skid.
I love it though. I know, man. He's on 3-game win streak, 4-game win streak.
I don't want Mikey to win. Trust me, I don't. This guy does not need another shot at it. He goes to the championship 3 times. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We let this guy just walk into the championship every year. I'm gonna make him get 14 or like 8 or 9 or whatever. I'm gonna give him like a terrible pick. Like this is ridiculous. Yeah. I think he already had that this year, by the way, but nothing can stop this guy. This guy's really good at fantasy. I'm worried about basketball. I'm worried about this guy in basketball. But who you rolling with here? So you're gonna take Downs?
It's close though. I mean, if Kyler Murray and Hopkins goes off against the Giants, which DK and Russell didn't last week, then you have he has a good, I mean, if they drop like 60, 70 together, like that's a lot of points. You can't beat that. Like it's going to be hard to beat that. And Josh Allen is his best player and he's playing against Pittsburgh. You don't like to see that. This is going to be a tough one. I mean, I'm going to edge Downs here though. I'm going to say Downs. It's close though. It's very, very close, I would say.
Okay. I like it.
Number ones. Like Austin Eckler, man.
No, I know. It's RB1. He planned for this. He took these L's for a reason. It's not a real 2-streak loss, right? He traded away players that could have played for him to get depth for this matchup. So shout out to Downs. I'm just being disrespectful, to be honest, but I like Mikey, man. I like him this year. He's fiery. He makes these ads. We'll see. We'll see, though. I've been wrong before. I think I got one more here. Last but not least, we got the champ defending his title against Ryan Hannigan, most improved GM, 9-3 on the year, while the champ is only 6-6. Champ is favored to win this game, though. Right? Am I wrong? Why?
Oh, by 4. Yeah, by 4.
Why is he favored? Because he's in your head. Haunting you, Joe, is the champ.
Is he really starting 2 tight ends? Hannigan. What?
TJ Hawkins has been kind of hot lately, bro. He's been getting a lot of work.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, these matchups are not good for Hannigan. These are not good matchups. Robert Woods against New England is not good. Edwards-Helaire against Miami is not good. And then Deshaun Watson against Chicago is not good.
I think
these are not good matchups.
No matter what.
Oh, I would definitely start Tyler Boyd against Dallas. And I would definitely start
tips and tricks.
This is a tough one, dude. This is a tough one, man. I would start CeeDee Lamb against Cincinnati.
Over Ayuk, you're tripping. You're high. Look at Ayuk, bro. His stats are ridiculous past 3 weeks. You want to talk about an ad? You want to talk about a pickup? Oh my God, I got him on ESPN. It's not even fair. I like that Wayne Gallman pickup too. Wayne Gallman's been balling. Shout him out. You shot him out last week.
He had 20 points one game.
I'm taking the champ, bro.
Hannigan,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Hannigan. It's not your year, bro. And you had such a great year, most improved. Has a chance to win most valuable. I'll definitely say that. He has a good shot.
So you're telling me that Hannigan's not going to win the division, and he's also not going to win the playoffs? So you're telling me
he's not going to win the quarterfinal match. He's not going to make it to the semis. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God. You're telling me a guy with a 93 record is not going to make it to the second round?
Oh, it's terrible. He deserves it. But like you said, Joe's just getting extremely lucky this year. He's made some good ads, and his team looks better on paper here, in my opinion.
Wow. This is a tough one, man. Honestly, I don't like Hannigan's matchups at all. If he makes the right start, oh God. Devontae Adams is going to drop 40 on Detroit. David Montgomery's going to drop 20 on Houston. Oh my God, this is a crazy game. Joe just finds ways to win, man. He's got Devontae Booker too. He might even start Devontae Booker this week. I gotta go with Joe. This is sad, man. This guy's got to win. I'm gonna go with Joe. This is a close one, man. This is crazy. This is
All right.
crazy, man.
Let me. I'm gonna send. So let's move forward here. Shout out. Best of luck to all these guys. I went ahead and sent the for the Sandusky Hotline. I went over and sent the invite. Hopefully, Mike, you get an alert. He tries to join. I did text him ahead of time too, told him it was coming. Did you get it?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll double check. I'll say I sent it too.
We did pick someone that's playing this week, so it had to be a playoff player. So I already rules out me and you.
Yeah, we have a good one for the hotline here. But no, best of luck to those guys, man. All 8 of you guys have deserved it. You worked very hard this year. This was not an easy year to manage, no doubt, fantasy-wise for football. It's been tough. Games have been postponed. It's been scary. I mean, look at Downs. He missed a start with Josh Allen. I mean, it's been tough. It's been tough this year. I'm just happy that people are competing. But there he is.
Let's go.
Father, 9-3, our number 1 seed.
What is cooking, boys? Good to see you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. It's been quite a year. I feel like Daddy Tyreek has bailed me out a number of times. And Mikey, I'm with you here on the Modelo sponsorship. So
yes, shout him out.
So if Modelo representatives are watching this and you want to appeal to the crowd of 14 degenerates, come in and sponsor us.
Hey, I'll tell you, we'll decorate everything. We'll sponsor the draft, get a nice, the table, Modelo's. I'll supply Modelo's for everybody.
Yeah, my second child will be Tyreek Modelo Ramirez.
Oh man, so happy to see you, man. Great.
No, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So. Started off here with question 1, 9-3 on the season. First seed, 9 straight. Right? 9 straight wins?
9 straight. 8.
Where are you at right now? Where are you at? Where's your head at right now? You got Piani this week. 6 on the year, squeaked in just barely. Where's your head at?
Man, I was really hoping Danny was gonna squeak by last week, but unfortunately that did not work out. I feel good. I feel great. I'm happy to be here, right? It's I feel like this fantasy stuff is 60% skill, 40% luck, and I put in the research. I've done my work. I've looked at the schedules and put together. I think it was a pretty decent team, right? I think the one thing that concerns me though is you kind of look at the Patriots. What was it, back in like 2017 or whenever they went in undefeated into the playoffs or to the Super Bowl, and they lost the Super Bowl, and you're always cautious about that. And it's always in the back of your mind of everything cooling off at the wrong time, right? So like this week, Julio didn't practice today. Tyreek didn't practice today. T. Higgins has a hamstring injury. It's like, oh my goodness, what is going on? But I feel good. I feel great, right? I'm happy to be here. I won the division, so get a portion of that buy-in back. It's I think this is the best I've done since joining the league. Yeah. I've had some very poor performances. Right, so this is a good bounce back, and I after winning the $140 or whatever on my FanDuel same game parlay, I feel like I'm the richest man in the world. So
I know that feeling.
Early retirement, here I come.
Hey, man, second place is not. I mean, it sucks. Nobody wants it, but it's still you still make $700. So. This is good. I appreciate how this is structured and keeping everybody engaged. And even though I hate to agree with him, but with Piani, what he mentioned on Thanksgiving, this is a great league. This is awesome. The environment and the keeping everybody included and engaged is very important, and what keeps everybody coming back. So we appreciate it. So shout out to Xavier, an example.
Exactly. Oh yeah, man! Talk about getting hot at the wrong time. Kiki Kuti, man, Mike, I felt bad beating you, but fuck, I felt bad beating Xavier right there. That's easy. It's not working your way.
You gave it to him. I like the text that you were like, "You can win."
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Like,
crazy.
let's get the loss out of the way.
Not only did you beat me by like the slimmest of margins, it was crazy. You also beat Xavier, like with a huge performance by Tyreek Hill. Like you waited. It seemed like you waited. You just blew him out of nowhere. And then on top of that, you ended up winning the division by like 15 points. You had the same record as Ryan Hannigan, who's led the division.
Oh, I love it. Dude, that was the most satisfying thing about it, was taking that away from Hannigan, from Primo. Oh, that felt so good.
Of course.
Dude, he
Shout out Ryan. Sorry about that, dude.
Already. How do you feel about that? He's said, just can we give Dave first place already and figure this rest of this out? That's what he said.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think this makes me nervous. I hate when people try to talk up my team and stuff. I think that's when bad juju goes your way. You know, that freaks me out. I think being humble in a fortunate situation is the best approach and best philosophy. So I appreciate that he respects my team, though.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels good. I mean, I think during draft day, I was a little out of it, as some of us were, and I drafted like 3 quarterbacks. I was not happy with my team, but I figured I was going to make some moves on the waiver wire and negotiate trades with folks who wanted to trade, and it was fortunately there are people out there in our league that are willing to trade, and at a fair rate too, right? Not overinflate their draft picks. So
yeah, absolutely.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still think so. Here's the thing: I think Piani's team is. I was very nervous. I'm very nervous going up against Piani's team, because this week I feel like is where his team could be the strongest, considering the matchups with Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry is going to be pissed off coming off of that poor performance last week. Tom Brady has a great matchup against Minnesota, which could be a potential shootout. And if that's a shootout, that totally voids out any production from Rojo, who's in my starting lineup right now. Antonio Brown, obviously, if it becomes a shootout, I think Antonio Brown is going to, I think he's good for 9-10 receptions right there. So a little nervous, and I think this is an opportunity. This is a good shot for Piani to really show up in his team, and that makes me nervous.
Oh, I love it. I'm sure Piani would feel the same way.
Makes me nervous, but it's exciting. I'd rather have a close shootout like this than something that's a total blowout.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, we were talking about it just earlier. Like this is a very close matchup. Obviously, he might have Josh Jacobs out, but he still has a strong team on paper, and so do you. You got some questionables.
Well, I think the thing that works out in his favor, though, is Josh Jacobs is going up against Indianapolis, right? And I think they have a very strong and stout run defense. And, I don't know how much production would be there to begin with. If Josh Jacobs was active, I feel like that is a sneaky shootout that could, potentially result in a lot of pass catching. So, I don't know. I mean, he's got Jamal Williams, I think, as his other running back, which is a decent RB2 that could siphon off. Yeah, it could siphon off, touchdown, goal line touches from Aaron Jones, like you see in the season. So he's got a good team. He's got a really good team, and I was very nervous going into this that I would be because Derrick Henry, man, November and December. He's an animal. He is the best player, and it's like, so he goes against every, my philosophy when it comes to drafting running backs. I don't like drafting running backs because of the wear and tear throughout the season, and they're going to get hurt, right? Because you're just banging up against 300-pound linemen nonstop, and you're getting hit all the time. And just a lot of pressure on your legs and your ankles, your lower body. And over the season, they just start to deteriorate. But Derrick Henry is the type of back where that doesn't matter. He's like a freak of nature, right? There is no wear and tear with him. He just gets better as the season goes along. And I think, that's where Piani, should get kudos is being patient with Derrick Henry.
7. I think that was apt where he took him. I liked it. I thought he fell. He fell the year before, I think the second round in our league, and that was a mistake because he was the leading rusher in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead, Mike.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
But are you worried about the fact that Darren Waller had a 47-point game in your bye week? The fact that he had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and you would think that the Indianapolis Colts, if they're smart enough, will look to target Darren Waller.
Steal him out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is definitely a concern, but you got to start your studs. So there's really nothing I can do about it, right?
Yeah.
Because there's always that option of him going off, right? He's had some bad matchups where he has put up production. And as we saw this previous matchup with the Texans, I mean, the Indianapolis defense is vulnerable. I mean, there are holes within that defense that could be exposed. So, we'll see. I mean, it definitely concerns me, but there's nothing you can do. I'm not going to bench him and go on the waiver wire and, pick up a Kyle Rudolph or something like.
No,
no offense to anybody that has Kyle Rudolph, but
no, of course. We know what you're expecting a touchdown. That's it. When you look at Waller, it's
exactly. Yeah, just give me. Here's the thing: if he scores a touchdown, I think he's a top 4 tight end of the week, right?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you drafted at 11 this year. Like you said, you did have a rocky draft. I think you took a different approach and took the COVID approach. And it's like, I'm going to get depth, and you turned that depth into players. And I think you did a really good job this year managing your team. Personally, I think it's one of the best.
I appreciate it. Well, I think a part of that was your willingness to trade initially.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Right, like one of those players is still on my team, and I flipped the other one in a package for 2 players that I'm starting this week. So it's I kind of look at this as you have to keep moving. I understand the approach of wanting to play the waiver wire and free agency and just kind of sitting and waiting to see, how your team shakes out at the end. But at the same time, I think inactivity could be the downfall of a team because, there's so much fluidity throughout the season and people get hurt and there's different matchups and you have to pay attention to the defense injuries and, just kind of monitor different activity. And I think, just being proactive and moving constantly, I think it's the best approach. And it's worked for me so far, knock on wood. But
yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah.
Hopefully 2021 is a different type of season and we see it back to a little bit normality here. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely.
Hell yeah, dude.
So you talk about your team this year. Do you think this is obviously the best team you put on paper? This is your best shot at a title, right? Out of all your years so far here with the league?
Yeah, I think so. I think I had maybe it was a second year or something. I had a pretty decent team, but it just fizzled out. I mean, you mentioned this previously. It's like this team gets hot. My teams get hot, and then they just fucking die.
Yeah,
right. They just they hit quicksand. Yeah.
All
right, you're going 150 miles per hour, then you just hit wet cement, and they just slow down. So it's I think here's the thing. I went, like you said, I went for depth. I thought the running back situation was going to be fluid. I thought that people were going to get hurt. I think you have to remember there was no preseason. No. Right. So these guys aren't warmed up. You don't know what some of these rookies are going to look like. Right. And I know they're tight. Right. So, for example, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think awesome coming out of college. I think he's an awesome back. He's better than Le'Veon Bell. But there was no preseason. He had no reps really, in real game situations with Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the team. And I think that impacts him. Right. And you're seeing that the running game has essentially been eliminated from their offense. So it's, I try to go with proven talent in the beginning. Julio Jones is Julio Jones, right? Old dependable. Always questionable throughout the week. So that makes me a little nervous. But I was very fortunate to get Tyreek Hill in the second round. I did not think he was going to fall there. But I went with wide receiver heavy, went with depth on mid-range depth for running back, and tight end just kind of worked out with Waller. So I had 3 tight ends too, right? It's like 2 of them.
Yeah, you had 3 tight ends, 3 quarterbacks. I remember it was quite the draft. I think we're a little harsh on you for week 1, but we did caveat with saying, look, this is a project. Trust me, this is not the final product, and it wasn't. And look at us here in week 14. It's a superstar team, high scoring, high flying. I mean, you've been averaging ridiculous amount of points these past 4 or 5 weeks. So
yeah. So do you guys follow any type of strategies when going into draft day, or you just kind of like throw everything out the window? You have information about players, and the best player available, you're going to take them, or do you have like a mindset of how you want this thing structured?
Go ahead, Mike. Do you have a strategy? Because you went 4 running.
Because Mike, you were zoned in, brother.
Yeah,
I was very zoned in. I like to look at opportunity. I just, who's going to get the most opportunity? Who's going to be like, even in blowouts, like there's like a lot of garbage time stuff that people just get, that's easy. And like, actually I chose teams that were not good. I ended up choosing like the Broncos. I did Melvin Gordon, Le'Veon Bell. I thought there was going to be a lot of trash stuff, like just free touchdowns or like free, like passing, like catching, like pass catching, running backs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would get a lot of that stuff. And then like at that point, a lot of the receivers had gone. So I went like old and faithful, Keenan Allen, Julian Edelman.
Keenan Allen, what a pickup.
Yeah.
Yo, I know. I mean, some of those hit, some of those don't, and people didn't know that Justin Herbert was going to be I didn't know Justin Herbert was going to be this good. So when I took Keenan Allen, I was just looking at, this guy's like a number 1 wide receiver. And he's like,
where do you think Justin Herbert gets drafted next year? Do you think he's up there with like the Mahomes?
No, I think he's more like 7 or 8, in my opinion. 7th round, 8th round.
He doesn't run the ball. He doesn't really run the ball. It's a tough one. He doesn't really
throw so many passes. It's ridiculous.
He does throw so many passes, and he'll be up there though. He'll be up there for sure. I think he's a stud. He's a stud quarterback.
I would take Josh Allen over him, but like after that, it's kind of like, so who do you look at? Like,
well, you still take Kyler Murray over him. You take Lamar Jackson over him.
I mean, like he's going to get drafted above these Matt Ryans, these Matthew Staffords, these Big Bens, Drew Brees. He'll get drafted above.
You take him over Russell Wilson though? No, right?
No.
Yeah. See, it's like
I think there's going to be a lot of hype on Justin Herbert going into next year. I think people are going to pay up for him. And I think it's going to potentially bite them.
Let's hope it's Mike. Let's hope high for him. Let's hope 4th. Maybe I'll buy a Herbert jersey and wear it to the draft. I shouldn't do that because I don't want to do that to Mike.
You'll get my vote then.
Look,
unless Dak comes to Chicago.
Yeah.
Dak, whoever shows up with a Dak Bears jersey will get my vote.
Yeah, he immediately gets the vote. No, I love it. Rounding it out here, last 2 questions. On a personal level, how's fatherhood been?
Oh, it's great. It's a blessing. Every day is a blessing. It's a lot of work, but it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. It's understanding that there's a human being that is encountering and experiencing new things every single day that you take for granted is pretty unbelievable, and it's great. It's rewarding. It's expensive, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I wouldn't say go out and have kids, but I think it's it's something that you would enjoy. I think you'd enjoy it too. So it's awesome. It's great. Thank you for that question. She's doing great. She's talking. She's moving. She's
wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, shitting all over the place. So just like her Uncle Matt. So.
Yeah, it just sounds just like it. Last question here. Now, I know you don't want to jump ahead, but if you win a title, are we dedicating to anybody?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill gets it.
Actually, hold on. So I think the unsung hero of this whole thing is Younghoe Koo.
Oh, yes.
My kicker. My QB1.
Finally. Your QB1. This guy has been killing it.
He is unbelievable, man. That beautiful, beautiful leg of his. Amazing. I want a mold of his leg.
Jesus. He's amazing. I love Younghoe Koo.
Younghoe Koo.
He missed weeks.
And I've been mispronouncing his name the whole season, too. Been calling him Younghoe Koo.
Young. yeah. Young Wei. It's Young Wei Koo. Yeah. Dude, this guy's been killing it.
The guy is unbelievable.
Number one kicker in the league.
Yeah, let me take a look.
I
need to know if you picked him up week 5 because let's go. I mean, I don't know if you can remember this.
It was like that first week he came back from injury.
Yeah. You're 1-3 week 5, by the way. How then you go on to win 8 straight. Like starting at that point.
Good point.
No matter what.
Good point.
Like my team is a playoff team, or like what were you thinking? Like week 5?
Oh no. Week 5, I'm pretty sure I was nowhere near thinking my team was a playoff team. I think I was like in that mindset where fuck, I gotta get this thing together. I gotta piece something together.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta show some kind of respect for myself here. This is not right.
Young Wei Koo was week 5, by the way. That was the first start of the year for you.
Young Wei Koo, man.
Undefeated.
My guy.
Dude, that's
my
amazing.
guy. If I win somehow, if I win this whole thing somehow, it's dedicated Young Wei Koo.
Well,
for sure.
For sure. Yeah, Waller put up his big numbers when I was on bye, so that doesn't count. The Young Wei Koo, man, that guy is. Hey, we beat Mikey, so.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Okay. Now wrap it up here for week 14, these quarterfinals.
Awesome. What are you guys looking for towards this final stretch? What are your predictions?
I have you winning the whole thing. And Mike took Ryan Downs.
Downs.
Yeah, Downs is a really good team. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he always does.
He does.
I don't know.
What is he? And it's at the right time too. He pulls the trigger at the right time on some of these things, like acquiring Austin Eckler and Adam Thielen when he did. I'm like, what the?
Didn't he give away Brandon Jacobs?
Yeah, he gave away Josh Jacobs.
Or Josh Jacobs. Sorry, I keep saying Brandon Jacobs, former New York great.
Yeah.
So Josh Jacobs gives him away and gets Eckler, comes back. Like, this guy is too smart.
He's there. 3D chess.
You know what? We got it wrong with Marquise Brown, though, because Marquise Brown's going off.
Yeah,
I'll say that much.
Hollywood, yeah.
Hollywood Brown?
Guy's a bum.
Any last words for Piani here?
Piani, you are a interesting individual. You are a walking general wart. I'm looking forward to our competition this week. And Derrick Henry and Tom Brady might take you there, bud. Good luck.
Good luck. I like that.
Good luck. All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Take it easy.